My name is Harry Veryser. I'm an associate scholar of the Ludwig von Mises Institute.
And in addition to that,
I teach at the University of Detroit, Mercy,
and how long have you been there?
since 1984. Because there's no possibility of invasion from Canada or Mexico, okay, and the Mexican population is dropping and will drop. I think they'll look back and they'll say, if I were to write, be able to come back 100 years, I think a book would say 1913, 1914 to maybe 2014 or 15, because they like to talk in hundreds of years, although God doesn't think in hundreds of years, but they do. The end of the progressive era. I think the history book will say progressivism, its height and its fall. That's what I think will happen. So I think what we're living through is not the death of the United States, but the death of the progressive movement. Not only here, but in Canada, in Great Britain, in Europe, wherever it's been practiced, it's over. Keynes, as one of its prophets, will probably be written up. And the interesting thing about Keynes is it depends which Keynes you want to talk about, because he held every different position. So his book on the consequences of the peace was excellent. And he was a prophet. He could see where this was going. But what is called Keynesian economics today has really come to its end. And I don't think Keynes himself would agree with Keynesians today, because he believed in countercyclical. He believed, well, when things are prosperous, save. When things are, then you spend. Well, these guys don't do that. He didn't. I don't think he understood the nature of democratic politics. That once that mob, if you want to say it that, decides that they can vote themselves stuff, it's all over. So the future, I think, for fellows like you, you're a youngster in a really long way, I think you're going to live through a very difficult time, but I think you're going to come out on the other side pretty good. Now, whether the United States will maintain its power or will go back to growth depends on how many of you guys have families and kids. And our biggest problem today is the student loan. See, the kids can't get married and have children. When I graduated from college, I was going to weddings for 2 years of all my friends who were getting married and having children. That's not occurring today. And the women are getting married much later, so there's fewer children, and they're not, probably may not be as healthy. So it depends upon if we can get the population growth back on track. And I think the student loan thing is going to blow up along with the whole thing. And if we can get this whole thing back on track, and the progressive state is over, I think it's a very bright future. And that means population growth, free economy, private property, etc.